Morning, folks. Beautiful day in Ningbo. Seemingly beautiful day in Hong Kong too. We shall see. Well, it looks like Bob is retracted a little bit. One of the clownfish has been accepted into the anemone, but the other one seems a little bit on the outside. Right there. I'm not sure about him. What's gonna happen, babe?
She's gonna get her one
injection. Alright, be safe, don't cry. I'm glad your mommy's taking you so you can hate her and not me.
Oh.
I am so forgetful. Like on a level greater than most, you guys know. Before I leave on a trip like this, I check my pockets, the same pockets, 8 times. And then when I leave, I have this nagging fear, you know. There's gonna be a moment on this trip where I'm gonna be like, Really, this whole purpose of this trip is for the little piece of paper inside my passport. That's all. Ah, man, I love travel. I love going to a new place. Even though I've been to Hong Kong a few times, it's still special. Traveling by yourself is fun too. One very important thing that I always seem to forget when I go to Hong Kong, their power plugs are very different. They look like this. I have some adapters at the office, so I'm swinging by the office to pick up a couple of those before I head out to the airport. Something was on fire. There's some police here with some fire extinguishers. Off to the airport. Try to be the first one on the plane. That is not happening today. But it's like a second best. Coming in and boarding at the same time. No waiting. Catch you when I get to the seat. Next flight.
Welcome to Hong Kong International Airport. The local time now is 5 minutes to 12.
Welcome to Hong Kong again. Painted sign on the side of the mountain that said turn right. Really? The planes had to make this incredible, like 90-degree turn. So what an inexperienced pilot, hey, didn't see the sign. Yeah. Didn't see the sign. The original airport in Hong Kong was Kai Tak. It was like embedded in the middle of downtown, right? Pretty much. Crazy. This is a new one. They pretty much had to level a mountain in order to put this one in. I love being the first one. And they're way back there. Nobody's in a hurry. I'm in Hong Kong on what's called a visa run. I have a visa in my passport that allows me to stay in China for 90 days at a time for a period of 5 years. At the end of that 90 days, I have to exit China and then come back in. They don't really care where you go, just as long as you exit China. Hong Kong is a very easy place to exit. I have had a couple of people ask me, Hong Kong is China, isn't it? Well, kind of, but not really. Hong Kong was occupied by the British quite some time ago. China ended up taking it back, and when they took it back, they kept it as sort of separate. So you can still get freedom of banking and freedom of doing business, and Hong Kong can kind of stay separate from mainland China. That might change in 2020 or so when they have to renegotiate sort of their lease. Until then, Hong Kong will be the place that you can find a respite, being outside China, but technically not having to go through so much rigmarole. What I'm about to do is I'm right at immigration, and this is the place that fulfills the purpose of this whole trip. As soon as we walk out of immigration and I get that passport stamped and they look at my visa, what they do is they just reset the visa. So it allows me to stay in China another 90 days as soon as I come back. You can come back, literally go in the airport, turn around, and come back with that stamp and go back to China. A lot of people do that. Some people actually take the train from Shenzhen, which is adjacent to Hong Kong, go into Hong Kong, and then come right back out, and that's what's called a visa run. You're running in and then running out. I'm gonna stay in Hong Kong for a day, show you around the place, grab a bite to eat, and maybe give you a chance to see a little bit of the city. I actually brought the drone with me. I'm not sure if I'll be able to fly it, but whatever the case, let's go in. Once I get on the other side, the visa run will have fulfilled its purpose. Okay, I have my ticket, 100 Hong Kong dollars, about equal to about 13 US. That'll take me to the main station where I can jump on the subway and bounce around from there. Hopefully this rain subsides so we get some decent weather. Biggest port cities in the world. Stuff comes in and out all the time. It's a hub between China and the rest of the world. Those are all shipping containers. It might have been your shampoo you bought the other day, or a chair, a bank vault, a car, anything really. Hong Kong is like a cleaner version of China. This is one really unique thing about Hong Kong compared to China. Politeness. My MacBook has been a little bit messed up recently, so I thought, well, I'm here, I might as well stop by the Apple store and see if they can fix it. My mouse pad doesn't work. Stopped working a while ago. The only way I can work it is by using my external mouse. I just left the Apple store. I've got an appointment at 3:25. I don't think they'll be able to repair my computer before I go, but it's worth a try, right? I think it's important I get my laptop working. I'll wait in the mall. This is the IFC mall. It's like one of the biggest malls in Hong Kong. Starbucks in Hong Kong is no joke. Makes the Ningbo Starbucks look so chintzy. Checking out the city is gonna have to wait a little while. I'm at a Starbucks with my laptop. I'm trying to get it to mess up. It's like when you wash your car, it rains, you know? When you book an appointment at Apple for a broken trackpad, the trackpad ends up working. As a side to that, I'm having a lot of problems with the client. Apparently there's a shipment that has been late. Can't quite track it down. And my customer is losing faith in me. I hate being in the middle of a shipment that has not reached a client because sometimes I can't give an answer. I don't know where the thing is. Big update. I've been here for about a half hour. I have an appointment with Apple on this trackpad, and the stupid thing won't not work. I know the moment I leave the Apple store, it's going to stop working again. I don't know. I have to go to the appointment in about 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to the Apple store. I couldn't get my laptop to break, apparently. On top of that, I'm having a horrible day with regards to my customer in the States. Bad news. I'll talk to you after my Apple meeting. Bad. I have to make a call to my customer in the States. We had a shipment go to him, and we couldn't figure out where it went to. The shipping agent was telling us that it was going to arrive, and when in fact it hadn't even left Shanghai. They apparently mislabeled the shipping document and didn't want to tell us, and figured that they could fix it, but never ended up fixing it. Even today, they think they can fix the problem, but it's too late now. My customer needed that to deliver to his customer, and now I have to tell him that I'm the guy that's going to mess up his order. I told him I'd talk to him in 20 minutes. 20 minutes are almost up. I hate being the deliverer of bad news, and I hate being caught between a shipping company and my customer. The sad part is that we made the product. Just can't get it to him in time. It's very stressful me making this call. My Apple rep came to me, so I had to talk to him. They're gonna run a test on my computer.
Now we will put in your computer
Yeah.
and put into our nervous system.
Okay. Then you'll be able to see it on there.
Yes. Is it your daughter?
Yeah.
Your daughter.
1 month old.
So we have to go through the test first. Yeah. And we mark the record here. In case you have problem, you can go into in China. We have a record.
Yeah. Shanghai.
Yeah. Shanghai we have.
All right. I just have to bite the bullet and make this call. Hey man, I am at the Apple store. I'm sorry, the background noise and everything. I'm tired of leading you on here, and I am very, very sorry for what I'm about to tell you. The shipping company that we used to send out the straps, separate from the other shipments, mislabeled the shipping papers, and they didn't tell us. Annie had to press them over and over and over. They finally told us, and the straps are still here in Shanghai. They're sitting in some customs warehouse because of a false document that they had made, and every time we called them to get some answers, they said it was on its way, it will be delivered tomorrow, and all this other jazz, but it hasn't left China. I don't know how to fix this problem for you. The only way is to resend you out straps right away. If we send them out now, according to DHL and everybody, you'll get them by Saturday. I know that's rotten to the core. I spent extra dollars just to try to assure you that you would get this stuff with more time to spare. I don't know what to say, man. I'm sorry. I screwed up. I feel like I just haven't been coming through for you, and I was going to buy a plane ticket and just fly these things out there, but they're like 220 kilos. It's not cool being the man in the middle sometimes. It makes me a liar. Well, the computer passed all the checks. They're doing a diagnostic downstairs. They're going to open it up and see if there's any dirt or anything around the touchpad. The outside today looks exactly how I feel right now. Dreary. Are we all set? All right, thank you, man. There's one piece of good news today. See, I'm essentially a middleman. I locate clients in the States that need products designed. I design those products, or I help a pre-existing design get made here in China, and then I facilitate the production of that order. My customers are in the States, and the factories and the shipping agents and everything are over here in China. And when mistakes are made over here, the buck stops with me. I can accept a lot of the issues, you know. Part of my job is to prevent those things from happening in the first place. Sometimes even I'm lied to. Factories will tell you that they're making X and then they give you Y, or in this case they'll say that the package is en route and it should be delivered tomorrow, and when you ask for a tracking number or some sort of proof, they delay in getting it to you. And then you tell that fact to the customer, oh, you can expect it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and passes. The customer has to call his customer, and then his customer has to say, this can't happen again, or else I'm not gonna give you future business. And it's really your fault, you know? I mean, you're the one that's telling your customer that it's gonna come, and it doesn't come, and then he's promising delivery times to his customer. In turn, he can't make those because of what you told him. I always consider myself a pretty honest guy, you know, and I try and put integrity at the forefront of everything I do. But how do you cope with the fact that even the people giving you the information are giving you the wrong information? I don't know who mislabeled it. I don't know where along the way it was mislabeled. I don't know why they didn't just come to me and tell me that there was this problem, in which case maybe I could have negated some of those delays by sending out another shipment or whatnot, but we're so down to the wire that by the time I can get the delivery of the correct parts to the customer, he's already had to extend it with his client twice. To me, there's nothing better than performing a job well done. And the chief decider of if you've done a good job or not is when you have happy customers. When I have unhappy customers, I feel rotten to the core. I can design a beautiful widget, you know, whatever you might need. Maybe even better than you want. That's what makes me excited. I love doing that. I love when I can say to a customer, I'm going to give you something better than you had expected. It doesn't matter how nice it is, how beautiful it is, how much better it is than what they had expected or what they had originally asked for. If you can't give it to them on time, what's the point? The perfect product, not in the hands of a customer, is worthless. It's one of the reasons that I'm having so much fun with these vlogs. I put a lot of work into these, but it's a creative outlet for my ideas, my expressions, and every night it's up to me to put them online, and then it's finished. Once it's online, whatever mistakes I might have made, they're all on me. They're all my fault if I made them. On the last vlog, somebody said that my audio was kind of too jagged. Okay, I'll fix it on the next one. I only have myself to blame. There's no middleman between me and this camera and you, the watching public. And there's a certain comfort in that. I'm very lucky to have had the opportunities I've had in my business and my life. I'm not whining. I am bummed when things don't work out. But yeah, producing these vlogs is something I really enjoy. If I could do this full time, I think I could probably do this forever. The rain's picking up outside. I don't think we'll be able to fly the drone today, so I'll have to stick with this camera here. Hong Kong's beautiful. There's a lot to see on the ground. No need to go up in the sky. Sometimes things don't work out the way you expect them to. And I saw rain, but I didn't see this much rain on the forecast. And then the rain in my heart. Ah, feel that pain? I'm gonna try and push that to the side. I've gone as far as I can, answered the questions I could, and now I'm just walking to the hotel. Hong Kong's, at least this area, is really nice. They got a lot of covered walking ways, so you can kind of make your way around without getting drenched or sunburned. I could have taken the subway very easily, one stop, but I thought walking gives you a little bit more of a view. So Hong Kong, how would I describe it? It's kind of like New York City, but hilly and much more eclectic. I've been in New York City. I think it's very cool and it's a great mix of people. But here, it's got like New York City's mix of people, but all of Asia as well. And then throw in the multitude of languages. In New York City, you're probably gonna find that there's a majority of people speaking English. But here in Hong Kong, you'll hear a lot of people speaking a lot of different languages. Yet, it's not scary to the point to where you can't get your English point across to people. And that's nice. To be honest, if it wasn't for this work thing, I'd feel really, really nice. I love traveling. I love seeing new people and witnessing new environments. Sort of all your frustrations and worries melt away when you're walking along and kind of putting on other people's lives for the moments they walk past you. I'm kind of stuck. I didn't bring a raincoat or an umbrella, and I can't quite walk around with this camera any longer. I did stop right here on this corner as I'm walking to the hotel and record the first edition of Vlogging 101 with Matt. I hope that they will be an interesting progression of videos that will help people learn about vlogging and what that's all about. But I'm gonna put this camera in the back of my bag and then hurry along to the hotel. You know what's funny? As I've been sitting here talking, look what's adjacent to me. That is shark fin, dried shark fin. Somebody in a boat pulled a perfectly good shark out of the water, sliced off his fins, and sent the rest of them down to the bottom of the ocean for soup. That is a shame. Sorry, man. Yesterday was the thing about the dogs, and today we're talking about hacking off fins for shark fin soup. I promise we'll get into less emotional topics here real soon. All right, we've arrived at the hotel, and I'm soaked. My only clothes today. That's okay. I needed it to wash away the negativity.
Check-in, right?
Yeah.
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 Only one person, sir.
Yeah, just me. Got the card. 2901. It's my room. Come on over. Let's have a beer. Oh my. I'm gonna dry up a little bit. I'm soaked. Alright guys, I'm settled into my room. It's almost 8 o'clock. I need to get some food in me, I'm hungry. So I gotta find something to eat. Oh! Hi.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Good. So I got a dish of goose, and then I got a sweet and sour ribs. Very similar to the sweet and sour pork we have back in the States. Qingdao is like the beer of China. It's not that bad. It's amazing how food can level the mind. I'm gonna level my mind with a couple more beers before I go home and then get to editing the vlog for tonight. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna end this vlog right now. Tomorrow, try to turn this thing around. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your Monday. If you are interested in seeing more about a guy living in China, the positives and the negatives, then subscribe to my videos. I will put these out every single day as much as possible. In fact, I gotta go to my room right now and start editing away. Let's hope for a better one tomorrow. JaYoe. See ya.